Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose that fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
This video is brought to you by 9% and powered by Petty Vision Production. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Lego! I ain't here to wake nobody up. I'm here to unplug you.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. God.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title. We about to get into it. But before we get into that, let me get into the chat. Gary, what up, though? My 33 brother, Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown. What up, Nine? What up, though? My little brother in the house, too, man. What up, Jay? Hey, I'm gonna get your sister and your brother-in-law on tomorrow. We had a deep conversation today. Tay, eat y'all. What up, Nine? What up, Tay? The one and only Dee. What up, Dee? Liz B, what up, sis? Hey, I had some great conversations today, man. With both my families, the Nine and my blood. I got something coming up I'm working on. So I'm excited about that. And it kind of goes into this conversation. So I think this conversation will be more like a precursor, right? So when you get the information, it's easier to digest if we just get an understanding, right? But we going into we going into word mode. We going into teacher mode, right? So manipulation, right? Generally, when we hear this term, manipulation is used in the context of someone manipulating someone else, usually not to their advantage, right? So it's more of a negative conception that most people have of manipulate, right? But the reality is, manipulation occurs a lot. A lot of us manipulate. We just don't look at it as negative. Like, Tay asked me earlier, is convincing someone a form of manipulation? Like, yeah. She took a minute and was like, okay, I understand. Because, like I said, the most common perception of manipulation is someone taking advantage of it. But the reality is, manipulation is you altering something. You look it up by definition, it'll tell you manipulating with skill, altering. You cooking your food, you're manipulating the food. You tying your shoe, you manipulating the tie. Anything changed from the original, no matter if it's good or bad. What makes manipulation good or bad is the intent behind it. Why are you manipulating it? See, we even manipulate our kids, right? If your kid crying and you want them to stop, what you do? You give them what they want. So who really manipulated who? Is the kid being manipulated, or are you being manipulated by the kid? So manipulation, like I said, is done, right? It's done all the time. Even me having these conversations. If you come in here thinking one way and leave thinking another way, you've been manipulated. That's just what it is. Either if you learned something, it made you better, or if it made you worse. The reality is you've been manipulated. Anytime you watch TV and you see something that changed your current perception, it's manipulation. That's what occurred. Your mindset, the way you think, has been altered. The important part ain't if it's happening, is why it's happening. Is it happening for the betterment of yourself or for the detriment? That's what you should determine. Because, Lady Shay, what up though? It will be times like when you say convince someone, it'll be times where you know more or know better than someone else, and you have to convince them. You have to manipulate the way they think. So it's not whether if it's being done or is why. Is it for the betterment or detriment? I was gonna come on here and play for a minute, but I like getting down to business. Yeah, so I'm going to my Joker mode. I'm tired of playing Batman, so I'm gonna be Joker from now on. So you go get some, you'll get another aspect of me, right? I'm gonna be unapologetically real. Some people's feelings might get hurt. I understand. My feelings used to get hurt too. But when you hearing something that's real and your feelings get hurt, when you get your shit straight, your feelings will stop being hurt. A lot of times people's feelings be hurt because they be hearing the truth. Commander, what up, 9? I appreciate you, sis. The general, the minister of defense is in the building. Lady Shay, did I say what up, though? If I didn't, what up, Lady Shay? Yeah, so what y'all think about manipulation? Any questions? Anybody want to pick my brain or anything? I'm bored. Holy switch up, man. Yeah. Everybody thought Joker was the bad guy until he died and he realized he was the good guy. Batman is the one who has to have alter egos. Joker just the Joker all the time. Batman has to hide in the dark and do. Joker just do what he want when he want to. Batman is the one following society rules, even though they know it's unfair. You're not fighting for equality, fighting for justice. But what kind of justice? Justice for the system or the people? Joker did what was necessary, what he felt was right for him and his people. You gotta respect the man. You know, even what's right for his people, if it's bad for yours, you gotta respect that man because he doing what's right for his. That's why I don't get mad at racist people. I understand I'm a threat to racist people, especially me. I'm not saying every black man, but I am a threat, and I know that. So I don't be upset when they be racist. I understand it. I'm a danger to their survival. Why would I be mad? I understand. Life is war, man. You either or you not. You know, people go do all types of things. They go attack you all different types of ways. You can't say what's not fair in war. You can't say that. But we want to think people supposed to do this. People post. Now people will do whatever they got to do to survive. That's just what they go do. No matter if it's fair or right for you, they go do it because it's fair or right for them. If you ain't doing that, then that's your problem. That's your problem. That's just the realities of life. We can sit here and hold hands and say kumbaya and say, hey, it should be like this. We can be all on that Care Bear shit, or we can look at reality, understand it, and make that shit work for us. Man, sitting around here screaming and yelling and pleading people to treat you right, you'll be doing that for the rest of your life. And guess what? Your kids go see you doing it. So what you think they gonna do? Same goddamn thing. Or you go take what's yours. Learn the game. You in it, regardless if you want to be or not. If you want to be or not, you in it. It'd be so funny to me. Oh, this is oh my bad, hold on. Question. Should you ask yourself to see if you're being manipulated? Definitely. You should know. You shouldn't even ask yourself, are you being manipulated? You should ask yourself, is the manipulation happening positive or negative for you? Even you taking in consideration of my answer that I give you, that's influence. Influence is a form of manipulation, believe it or not, to influence someone. Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown, what up? What up, Nine?
What up? What up, though? What up, though? What up to the chat? What up to the nines in the chat? What up to you?
Chill,
So
chill.
my first question is, how should someone perceive or even recognize if they're being manipulated?
Anytime I'm gonna show you how I look at it, right? Um, you asking me that question is manipulation.
Okay, well, great.
You look at it like this: is this interaction positive or negative? Is it good for me or bad for me? Anytime you interact with anyone, that should be the first thing you ask yourself: is this good or bad? Because it's going to happen regardless. If you take on any information that alters the way you think, it's going to be manipulated. Anytime you experience something, you're going to get new information. So almost everything, like the concept of manipulation, like when we was talking and I was telling you all those different words that added up to manipulation, all these words they used before, and now they said, okay, look, this just one word means all this. Manipulation, and I'm gonna find it for you. I'm gonna find you the universal law. Um, almost, I can put universal laws into manipulation, right? So cause and effect, right? Because something was done, something will happen, right? So if we look at it as almost in a sense where things occur and alter the way we think, but is it for good or bad? Manipulation is going to happen regardless. It's not something you'll waste your time trying to prevent it versus utilizing it. Why would you put yourself around people who know more than you?
Well, the answer I would have said, or the answer I am going to say is to learn.
To learn. You want to know more than what you already know. You want to
Right.
alter the information that you have, your perception, the way you think, the way you analyze. You want all that stuff to get better. You want them to manipulate you because that's what's going to occur. It just happens. It exists. And instead of my whole philosophy is like, don't fight this stuff, utilize it. This stuff is you can't get away from it. You just be sitting here fighting. Um, is this person manipulating it? Is it not? Instead of saying, is this encounter? Is this beneficial or is it not? If it's not, get the hell away from them. If they can't add to you, make you better, why are you around them? Even if you're helping them, as you're doing, you get better at doing something when you're helping people. You get better. If I'm helping my friend fix his car and he just appreciative, I'm getting practice fixing the car. So I'm gonna get better. And because he appreciative, we good. I'm receiving energy. But if this person taking advantage of me, I'm straight. If you ain't getting something from it, then they taking. That's just what it is. I try to
That's
simplify things. Like
no,
I
I got you.
understand.
It's deep.
My
It's
bad.
just deep. Go ahead. No. I'm just saying it's deep because, like you said in the beginning, like the word itself, it's so implanted into our mind. The word manipulation, that is always a negative aspect of a thing, right? We've
Mm-hmm.
never, I put a poll up for a reason, right? Because I want to see how many people would have not agree with me, but understand my question. Like, do you believe that convincing is manipulation? Like, even right now, we're having this conversation. We're influencers, right? We
Mm-hmm.
are manipulating the way people think. We are manipulating the way it just feels dirty when it comes out of the mouth because that's how we perceive the word manipulation for the longest of time. So, like like it's a reprogramming of the mind, but even when you reprogram your mind, that's another form of manipulation in itself. It's just
Yeah,
so
we
much.
Bronze, what up, bro? And bro, you're right. But even like it's good manipulation, bad. That's the duality of manipulation itself. It has duality. It has good and bad. So that's what I'm saying. Why not fight it instead of identify it? If it's good for you, rock with it. If it's bad for you, leave it alone. See, like even when people they try to fight their darkness, you ain't gonna win. You don't win fighting your darkness. You can never defeat it. It's a part of you. It ain't going nowhere. No matter how much you want to forget about it, or it's not going nowhere. What you have to do is make peace. You have to embrace it, learn from it, grow from it. Shit, you might need to utilize it. But these things, um, yeah, manipulation is go happen, is go occur. It's not about when, but is it useful? Why? It's not about the what or the when, it's the why. Why is this person manipulating this situation or me for the betterment of me or for the detriment of me? Identify.
Well, why we didn't know that manipulation could be a good thing? Why that's the why question that we all should be asking ourselves at this particular time. Because, like I said, once you believe that when you hear that word, it's always of a negative connotation. It's like, wait a minute, okay, you trying to get something over on me? You trying to pull the wool over my eyes, or something to that extent. Why was we never taught that there was duality even in the word manipulation?
Because if you overstand it, then you ain't under it no more.
Here we go with this. Here we go with this. Oh, man.
And if you ain't under it, that means the other people ain't. And if you over it, that means the other people ain't over you. So all this shit will work on you because you don't know about it. You're naive. You're only aware. You only can do something about something that you're aware about, right? So
Mhm.
if you know you've been indoctrinated, then you can undo what was done. But if you don't know, you just go follow the same program. That's all you gonna do.
This guy right here. So, can a manipulator be outsmarted, and if so, how?
Of course, of course. I think I'm gonna say that for my book.
Okay, we saving that for the book. All right, there
I
we
might
go.
say that for the book, man. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
writing the book for y'all. I'm writing the book. I hope y'all support. It's gonna be an ebook, so it ain't gonna cost much, but it's gonna be y'all go get a lot of my fucked up mind in there. So yeah, but I say this. The easiest way. Um, okay, no, I don't want to say that. So when so like put the question more in context. So you're aware that you're being manipulated by a manipulator,
mhm.
or is this just I don't know, but I think so. Like I need a definite and like I need a more detailed, so I don't put too much sauce on it.
For example, okay, so I'm being manipulated into buying a Swiffer mop. How do I outsmart that? You know what I mean? Like, it's not even like I'm just talking in general, right? Or better yet, here we go. So you're trying to convince me that the sky isn't really blue. You're trying to convince me of that. How do I combat that? Not just by saying, well, look in the sky. How would I combat that?
I will ask them directly. Why is it so important for you for me to believe what you want me to? Why do you feel the need to manipulate me? You put them on front.
Hmm.
The one thing about the one thing about manipulator, they don't want you to know they manipulating you. They don't want you to know that. It's different. That's why I tell people narcissists use manipulation to control. But now we're talking about a narcissistic personality. But manipulators manipulate people because they want something from them that they can't even get themselves or they don't want to work for. They want you to do the work. They want to go through you. So it's not control. It's a means to it. You're just a means to an end. You're just there to accomplish their goal and then they move on. See, you got like think about relationships, right? You got some people use people until they used up and then they move on without a fuss or a huss, right? And then you got some people who just dog the crap out of people and never move. They want to control. That's the difference between manipulation. It's the intent. Why are they doing it? So I was gonna put that in my book too, but I'll give you that. That's the like when you're dealing with a manipulator, you're aware. You need to understand the intent. Is it to dominate, or is it to or are you a means to an end to them? Because a manipulator manipulating not to dominate, once you show them that you see them manipulate, they move on. Now you're aware it ain't gonna work. I'm gonna move on to the next person.
Wow.
You're really not the goal. You're not the apple of the eye. You're just a means to an end.
Damn, I failed use.
Yeah, that's
So
what right there, Jay. How do you manipulate yourself? Mantras, affirmation. It's like you have it's almost like tricking yourself, right? You have to. The more you tell yourself something, the more you believe it. The more you hear things, that's even repetitions of 3, 6, and 9. You ever heard that concept 3, 6, 9? Nikola tested. You do 3 in the morning, do it 6 times in the afternoon, then 9 times before you go to bed. That's how you build healthy habits and regimen. It's like you have to convince yourself. Like you have to will yourself almost.
dang.
Repetition. Why do you think most songs, if you ever hear people speak and then they say something 3 times, pay attention. Watch them people. Look, man, I'm just sitting here kicking it real with y'all, right? If you can ask Tay. Look, Tay and Gary, Gary understands a little bit more, but Tay can definitely tell you I go out my fucking way not to do this shit to y'all, not to do it to anybody. And sometimes I hold myself back. I can accomplish so much more if I be my authentic self, but I know naturally I will fucking manipulate for the betterment. I will do it. I know I will because I always do it. I do it in real life.
So why would you manipulate? So why would you manipulate yourself from your authenticity? That's a real question.
Because I don't have I'm trying to establish myself and I'm trying to be as transparent and honest as possible. And to do that, I have to I don't even know how to I have to, because it sounds backwards, right?
No,
But
I
I'm
mean, yeah.
always truthful. I'm always truthful. I always said I was an asshole. My wife will even tell you. I'm like, my brother is right there. My brother, I don't even want him on the panel. He'll tell you, like, it's sides of me. I have different sides. Y'all get. I always say I'm only what you allow me to be. When I come on here, I'm more in the teaching. I'm more, even though I joke around, this is more business for me. In real life, I don't tolerate a lot of shit. And in a split second, I can fuck shit up. That's how I'm built. Like, I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting. That's just how I'm built. You ask my brother is right there. He would think, like, in real life, I don't have problems. And if I do, they don't last long. But that's
What
not
in
the
the
aspect of me that y'all getting. Y'all getting the intellectual aspect of me. And that's why I'm here.
okay? So
Selena,
nah,
Selena, Selena.
hi Selena. So I'm trying to understand. So you giving us, so you manipulate us by giving us. Damn, this is a hard question. Like, not a, I don't want to say watered down version of yourself. Like, do you feel like that's that you watered down because you're not allowing yourself to be the authentic you?
Yeah, I am watered down. But it's for the betterment of me because um I say it like this. I don't stay places where I don't feel appreciated, right? And if I'm giving you all of me and I can't get that, then I'm done with you. So on here, it's like I'm on here. Even now, think about this. Even the nine, right? Y'all get me. You know, y'all get me. You can call me, and it don't have to be about YouTube. It can be about real life, and we gonna have a conversation. We gonna talk, and y'all get me, and I get y'all, because I can do the same thing. I can call y'all like, hey, this. So y'all get me. People on the app don't get that from me.
Hmm.
They don't get that. They don't deserve that. People,
Mm.
most people, like this is how I am in real life. Like in real life, I rocks with y'all because y'all rocks with me. We sitting here, we talking and shit like that. But even on here, I don't deal with people who ain't about business. Like let's do something, let's get something done. Look, we can play, we can have fun and all that, but let's handle business and appreciate me. You see, I can walk away from anything quick. But as soon as I don't feel appreciated, I'm gonna have a nice life. Ain't no beef. I ain't got to cut. I ain't gonna do none of that. You just have a nice life because I'm busy. I'm handling stuff. So if I come on here, even my intellectual property, even what I told you today, like I let the cat out the bag. I was sitting there, right, in my little meditation, and I came out and I realized something. What I'm doing, people don't appreciate it, bro. So what I'm gonna give more effort to it for? I'm not gonna do it this way. I'm sitting up here trying to show y'all how these things work, how manipulators work, how narcissists are. People don't appreciate that. So you know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna teach people how to fucking manipulate. I'm gonna teach people how to be better narcissists, and watch what happens. Watch what happens. Because you know why? That's what people want. People don't want to be fixed and healed, bro. People want to have reasons to complain. People want to be victims. People are sheep. That's what they are. Not saying everybody, the ones who ain't sheep shouldn't take offense. People will come on YouTube and say, "Oh, this is just YouTube. This ain't real life." Like my
Yeah,
ninja, you
yeah.
real. You
I don't agree
you
with none of that.
everybody on here are real people who has feelings and emotions. And guess what? You can do things to affect people's thoughts, feelings, and emotion on YouTube, and they go out in real life. And that energy, all that negative juju they gonna get, now they carrying it into their real life. So yes, this is real life.
Right.
And people of age, supposed to be mature, coming on this app, doing all this. Like, I don't care who take offense to this. I'm just speaking upon me, right? I'm 40 years old. I ain't got time to be roasting and shit like that. Like, we have fun and we joke around and stuff. But to come on here with the mindset that I'm gonna troll somebody, I'm gonna roast you, I'm gonna do this. Bro, we did that in high school. We grown adults, and this world is so fucked up, and we take time out our day to come on here and do more fuck shit. I don't fuck with people like that, man. I just don't. I don't do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will watch because to me, like, we've been transparent. Like I said, I'm in my Joker mode, so I really don't care. A lot of these people are just fucking test subjects to me. They like, they like lab mice. I'm being honest. That's how I look at them, and I study their behavior, and I understand. These are the people who I wouldn't encounter in real life. So this is an opportunity. I always said I felt like Steve Irwin. Always said that. I'm just giving you the brutal truth how I look at it. I'm being real. Like I don't really put too much into it. I be looking like, damn, these people on crash out mode. Grown ass people, man, doing fuck shit. Like that's weird, man. And you wonder why the kids today's society is fucked up.
Mm. You want a you want some Riddler mode right now. I'm just saying. because it's just this new side of you, and I don't want people to view it as in a negative uh conversation of manipulation, right? We're just talking as a whole, but like I said, it's like I said, not too many people even could grasp and understand that. Like just this conversation alone is just something for them to grasp, but it's still a form of manipulation. But because we don't call it manipulation, we call it learning or something else. We don't really put it under the manipulation umbrella.
And I'm gonna give you sauce, right? I'm gonna always give you sauce. Think of manipulation as the wind, right? If you outside and the wind blowing heavy, what's easier to go against it or go with it? Understand where the wind is taking you. Use the wind. Ain't that what they used to use sailboats for? Ain't that what they use sailboats for? They let the wind
That's
carry 'em.
that was
Like
the only way they could tell.
manipulation is go happen. It's a part of life. It's not about fighting it. It's about rocking with it. If it's for you, roll with it. If it's not, get out the way of the wind.
Oh, now I just want you like this may be sounding like different or crazy to people because you pretty much say like embrace manipulation.
Embrace all this shit.
Right. That's what I'm
That's what I
saying.
say.
Like
Bro, I don't be looking at things as right or wrong. I just understand the existence of it because everything has duality. If a person dies, that's bad. But they organ go to some young kid and not a kid living. But if that person never died, the kid would have died. So what's good and what's bad? Good and bad is about perception. It's bad for the family of the guy who died. It's good for the kid's family who lived. You feel me? It's just simply about perception. What's good for you might be bad for me, and what's bad for me might be good for you. So since it's
right,
bad for me, should you suffer? Now you want to talk about morality. I love that. I love morality. We should have that conversation one
I mean, I guess I don't even I don't even know how to embrace. I'm really trying to embrace this, right? And I'm pretty sure that there's people in the chat that's trying to embrace this because, like I said, it's like a new subject. So since it's a new subject, it's like I said, it's I'm pretty sure nobody even had that concept in mind. So I guess the best thing to do, not embrace it, but absorb it, like you said.
day.
And if it applies, it applies. If it don't apply, you let it fly. But see, when you like, it's hard, right? It's hard to have these conversations, and then, because when you are a learner, when you trying to allow your mind to grow, you're going to intake everything because you feel like everything's going to apply to your life, right? And even if it don't apply right now, you'll hold on to it for something down the road. So it has to be, like I said, it's just, this is just mind boggling, and it's because you have to renew your mind to a different concept. But the concept, when you sit there and listen to it, well, I'm speaking for me. I don't know how the chat feels, but when you have this conversation, it makes sense, right? For example, if somebody say, you know what, the ice is manipulating, into the river. It's supposed to. It's melting. It's a change. It's altering.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shift in the molecules. But nobody calls that manipulation. It's just change,
Mm-hmm.
or something to that aspect. Like I said, nobody never understood that manipulation has that broad of an umbrella. And that's the thing that we all have to come to an understanding of, even with this conversation. Like, wait a minute, what are you trying to tell me? If somebody's trying to teach me something, they're manipulating me? Yes. You
Now
know what I mean?
tell me if you, and Elise, what up though? Appreciate you. Now tell me if tell me if this makes sense. Most people, general, the average person think of manipulation as a result of something. This happened, I was manipulated, but it's actually the process. And I think that's where people lose it at. It's not the result of what happened, it's the process of what's happening.
So what would okay, so if manipulation is the process, what do you call the result? The change?
Yeah, the effect. The effect of manipulation will be the
The
result,
process? Okay,
whether it's
so the
good or
change.
bad. Whether it's good or bad.
Damn, so improve. Damn, I can't look. I can't even say
Manipulate.
improvement now because that's the manipulation.
Manipulation.
Word.
Now, going back to the universal principle, manipulation is the cause. The effect is manip what the manipulation resulted in. That's the effect. It can be good or bad. It can be good or bad. Going to therapy, manipulate. You're trying to change
Mm.
the way you think, whether it work or not. But the process, observe to absorb the awareness is essential. Yeah.
That's crazy. So a lot of us are self-inflicting manipulation into our lives.
Well, if you go somewhere to become better, are you not trying to change?
Yeah.
It just, like I said, it's not, if it's happening, we got to understand what the key is understand what is happening. Why? Is it positive or negative? If it's
Right.
positive, then cool, rock with it. If it's negative, then get the hell away from it. But it's go happen. It occurs. It exists. I mean, you can try to fight it all you want, or you can utilize it. If you can put yourself in a position where you could be manipulated to become better, why not? You can put yourself around people who can make you better, why not? But people are quick to
Mm.
put themselves in environments and situations that will make them worse because of entertainment or because of fun. Even watching, if you watch a movie that you know you have a negative emotion to, right? Like think about this. Like when you say we self inflicted, right? As a melanated man, as a black man, as a African American, Negro, whatever you want to call, this country has a history of slavery, right? So for me to go
Yeah.
watch a movie about slavery, is that not go manipulate my emotions or my thoughts or my feelings? Why would I subject myself to that? I know the history. I can see if I was unaware, but now that I know, and I know for a fact it's gonna make me feel some type of way. So why would I subject myself to that? That shit kind of
Oh,
blew my mind. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I'm not watching this shit. I know it. Okay. I don't need to keep saying this shit.
but even if you know a thing and it has no effect on you, that's still manipulation
Does it or does
toward
it
you.
not? Does it or
Um,
does it not? What I mean, I understand because I can certain, like I can go watch a movie and I can manipulate myself to understand that this is for educational purpose. I'm here to learn. I'm here to observe. But I have to tell myself that. So if I
mm.
feel something, I'm steady telling myself, "Hey, this is just a movie." I tell myself that now. If I'm watching something and I'd be like, "Man, this," some things I can't. Like when it comes to like hurting kids and stuff like that, I feel some type of way. But anything else, I can generally tell myself like um this is not for me to get emotional about. This is for me to observe. I have to tell myself. And if I can't change that feeling, I stop looking at it. But I have to be disciplined. I ain't gonna tell nobody else what y'all gotta do. But I have to be disciplined with that because there's still some things that I look at, like even that Sonya Massey thing. I felt some type of way, bro. And I'm like, okay, it took me like 2 days to be able to look at that and observe it. Because when you feeling, it's hard to think, bro. I ain't got that down packed yet. Maybe one day that I can feel and think simultaneously. I have to let understand one. I usually understand my emotion. And once I understand it, now I have to think and see how that gets stimulated. But I can't do that simultaneously yet. I have to experience the emotion to understand it, if that makes sense.
No, I mean, I get you. I mean, like I said, this is like I know people believe that there's nothing new under the sun, but renewing it doesn't make it new. It's just an edification or something to that extent. So, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one with this jaw dropping look on their mind. You know what I mean? Like I never perceived it in this fashion. You know what I mean? Like as long as you felt like you was helping somebody, you thought that's what you thought you was doing. You was helping somebody. But in totality and technically, you're manipulating somebody for their embetterment. No one would ever look at that in that aspect. I might sound like a broken record. It's just like I can't be the only one with that amazement behind this whole scenario.
Sensei in the building. My bad, Cat Daddy. Owen in the chat. Appreciate you, Cat Daddy. Appreciate you. What up, 9? I just seen Cat Daddy. I'm scrolling back up. But even think about this, bro. When I was mentoring them kids, bringing them out the city, taking them out to the suburbs, showing them, I was manipulating them then. I was showing them something that they never seen before. Now they know this is here. Like, okay, wow, it's available. So if I work hard, I can get to this. Yeah.
Stop laughing, Tay. I mean, I don't know. Wow. It's just crazy.
So you think this is a good precursor to my book? I got this bad habit. Like I can't keep nothing in. I don't like hold. I don't know. I'm trying to be quiet.
No, but this is the thing. If because a lot of people like to be teased, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they ain't teased behind this conversation, they don't want to know shit. I'm gonna just be honest. Like something in the back of somebody's mind should be saying, like, what the hell else this nigga be trying to try to tell us we ain't listening to? Right? He said, for example, he says he's a life coach. Maybe I should ask some more questions. He's giving y'all the platform to ask the questions. You know what I mean? But if y'all don't, okay, so now that y'all don't ask the questions, now y'all gotta go ahead and look in the book to see, what else he's talking about, because y'all not allowing his mind to be free and y'all don't even try to pick the brain. So this is a teaser for people. You know how the movies you got the commercial, right? Watch this movie in, whatever, the 30 seconds. He giving y'all a whole 50 minutes right now of a precursor of a book, whether y'all understand it or not. If this is not intriguing to y'all, then I don't know what to like. I don't even know how to describe it to y'all, because if y'all knew this shouldn't be a surprise. But if y'all didn't know none of this, y'all should be asking yourself, well, what the hell else is he trying to tell us? So this is the teaser for a book for me. I'm just saying.
Bro, if they really took the opportunity to pick my mind, it'd probably scare them. Tay do. Tay pick my mind every day. She be asking crazy questions. I be like, thank you. There's so much shit I be trying to get over. I'm serious, man. She is the way she structured her questions is different. But you can always tell like she acquiring information, like she wants to know things. So
Right.
like that for me is like I don't like to debate, but debate it pushes me. Like and I like to be pushed. Like I sparred for years, bro. I didn't really fight in competition. I was working, I didn't really had time to, and then I was in the street, didn't really have time to. So um but trust me, I used to spar all the time. Any opportunity I got to spar, I used to spar. And my sensei said, um, you spar like 3 days a week. Why? And I told him I like to get hit. And he said, who likes to get hit? And I said, for me, it helps me stay humble. It helps me stay humble. So just knowing I can be hit. And then when I do get hit, it don't really bother me because I've been hit so many times. I got a crazy philosophy of life, man.
Yeah, and people gonna say you. What's the favorite expression? You are outside the box.
I don't even
But
think that
you know,
I'm not even around the box no more. I'm in outer space somewhere.
yeah,
I left the box
yeah,
on Earth.
look there, because everybody going to automatically assume you in orbit because this is not logical thinking or this is not, you know what I mean? So,
And then a week
but
later,
how,
it makes sense. Sometimes a year
yeah,
later.
but time, how do you allow yourself to maintain like the fact that how do you maintain the fact that people may not understand or grasp what you're saying? I mean, how do you absorb that?
I
It has to
accepted
be
it.
a different outlook.
It's simply accepted it and just understanding that it's not for everybody. I know that sounds cliche, but it's literally just not for everybody. It was hard to do, but one day I can't even tell you. It was probably about no something happened. I can't say what happened, but something happened, and I realized like um, no matter how hard I try, no matter how much I try to articulate, no matter what I do, some people just won't get it. They just won't. So if I keep worrying about that, I'm not gonna be able to help the people who do get it. So there's a lot of people who's not gonna get me. It's probably only 9% of people on this planet go understand what I'm saying, and that's all I
Shout
need is
out,
a 9.
shout out to the nine.
Shout out to the 9. That's all I need, man. Is that 9%. Only 9% of people gonna understand me. I put a lot into that 9. I'm telling you, I promise you, I did.
So how do you manipulate yourself to keep going? If that's your concept, if that's your thought process, how do you manipulate yourself to keep going with what you're doing?
Um, Effectiveness, finding ways to be effective. So like just having one person, two people, three people get it, then I know I might can't reach the masses, but maybe someone I reach can. And that's the whole goal is to get the information out. Is just get information out. That's the whole goal. So maybe it's not me who supposed to change the world, but somebody inspired by me change it. Is
But
that
you, but
I
you're
accept it.
but you're the brain. You're supposed to take over the world with this.
It probably won't. It might be one of my kids, man. It could be my little brother in the chat. He can wake up tomorrow and become a 9. I don't know. He a Muslim right now, so I gotta fuck with him. I gotta fuck with him.
That's all right. He gonna holler at you later. I ain't got nothing to do with that, brother. Let the record show. Nah, like just like I said, just the fact that you have allowed yourself to you know educate. Well, I don't even want to use educate no more. You done got me so with this word manipulation. I might as well use it all the time. But the fact that you're going to allow minds to open, alter alter concepts and alter how people perceive things. It's a. Do you feel like it's a blessing and a curse?
Nah, I used to think I was crazy. I kind of still think I'm crazy, but um,
Oh, I'm gonna ask your brother. Do y'all think he crazy? He probably say hell yeah,
hell
because I
yeah,
think that.
hell yeah. Ask my wife. Next time we talking, just say I'm put you on speaker. Ask my wife. She gonna say no. He's not crazy. He's a genius. My wife always say that until she get mad. She be like, "Yo, crazy ass." I'm all types of crazy when she get upset. When she don't get her way, then I'm crazy. But no, I don't. It is like I say it like this. When I first like, I don't like using the word waking up, but when I first began to understand things, like comprehend things,
Here we go.
I just wanted everyone to. I wanted to share with everyone. I realized that I couldn't, and it was
Wow.
just about accepting that everyone, and this app has helped me accept it even more because it was just in my environment. But on through this app, through all these social media apps, I can take a look at the general public, and I just realized that people are sheep. I just realized that, man. The masses will go with something just because everyone's going. They don't even know where they're going. They just following the crowd because the crowd going this way. That's how most people are, man. And
So you saying we like the people that we just react. So if everybody's running, we just gonna run with it.
mhm, most people
Oh my god.
react. Most people don't even know the difference between react and respond. So how can you apply it? How can you practice it if you think it's something that is a
Hold
result?
on.
These are all.
Hold on, word. We got a question in the chat, right? So the question is: so does the fact that I don't understand your weird ass mean I just been wasting my time, sir? That's from D Shep.
um Not wasting your time. I just think you don't understand my weird ass right now because you falling asleep. D Shep, it's gonna take you a year to comprehend what the hell I'm saying. Next year you will understand what I said in 2023. Okay, that's how it's gonna be with you. You be like a year behind shit, bro. You- you- I'm surprised you. I'm surprised you even woke up. I'm surprised you awake right now.
D
That's
Shep,
my
what
brother,
up,
man.
though?
What up, D Show? Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, that was like I said, that's a question that's going to be asked, even though it's in a joking manner. I promise you, this is an eye opener.
They
Uh,
not us. They not like us.
but yeah, shit, you might as well made that song because you feel that way like wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah, I
Y'all,
know that. I don't feel it. I know it. I promise you, I know it. Is I mean, you can see it, bro. Especially through this app, you see it. Most people are sheep. Even like this, like people arguing who better, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Like, what you mean who fucking better? Neither one of them. Neither one of them. But this is what y'all accept. Like I'm 40 years old and I've been thinking like this. Like, hold on, bro. Why do they keep telling us who to pick? Why we can't just pick ourselves? And then you like, oh, I'm gonna vote third party, and people telling you, well, voting third party is like voting for this person, or and I'm like, how? Why? And then I find out like, oh, my individual vote don't count. Like, hell no. I'm not participating in this bullshit. And I'm looking at everybody else. They was like, "Oh, your ancestors died to do that. Not this shit. My ancestors ain't died for this bullshit. They died for the right for me to do whatever the hell I want. And if that's vote or not vote. But you want to say people died for the right to choose. We didn't have a choice before. But if you're not giving me something that represent me, why would I give you my vote?
That is one of the greatest forms of manipulation that, you know, we as people has been going through for the longest period of time, right? Hey, your people marched and said, "We shall overcome," and this, and this, just for you to have the right to vote. Okay, so if we have the right to vote, you know, there are people that feel like the vote don't matter. So shouldn't their right not to vote matter too? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But every time we had these conversations, you know what I mean? Y'all trying to manipulate somebody to vote. Well, let me allow me to manipulate why not to vote. And then you're wrong because, oh, you taking that choice away. You taking my choice away by telling me to vote. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the forms of manipulation, you know, like I said earlier, people may think it's educating. You know what I mean? Well, this is why you should vote because A, B, and C is going to lead you to D. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you why not to vote because W, X, Y is going to lead you to Z, and you ain't going to know what the hell you're doing in the first place. Well, you wrong for saying that because you taking a choice. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? It's good.
That argument always been stupid because that's why I'm telling people like, okay, if they die to give me the right to vote, not voting is that's I'm still exercising my right. However you say it, I have the right to do it. So if I don't do it, I still have the right. I'm exercising it because I'm not voting. I have the right to vote for who I feel represents me. If no one represents me, I have the right not to select. That is my choice of voting. So I still am exercising my right to vote because I'm not choosing someone who does not represent me. They didn't die just to participate in shit. They died to select the person who represents them the most. And if there's no candidate, there's no vote. That's what they died for. They didn't die because that's just now you trying to force me to voting. Even if I don't feel someone represents me or represents my views or opinions or my needs or wants, now you gonna force me. You ain't no better than the people who tried to take it away from my ancestors now. You ain't no better.
So manipulation happens on both sides, whether we
Mm-hmm.
understand it or not. It happens on both sides. Is
Mm-hmm.
there a way to get away from it? Period. Is there a
No,
way to get away from any aspect of it? You said no.
you go do it. You go do it yourself. So how you gonna get away from it? You go do it yourself. It's bro. Manipulation might as well be a universal law. These are things that just exist that ain't going nowhere. That's part of existence. It's a process. And it's not bad. That's what I'm saying. It's not bad. It's manipulation is used for good. That's like fentanyl. Fentanyl ain't bad. It's how you use it. You know, it's people in the hospital that use fentanyl through surgery. That's the first time I seen it. And people on the
Mm.
street who are not trained, who do not go to school, who do not understand concentrations, are using it. So the drug ain't bad. It's the intention. We in a hospital, we don't use the drug to get people high. We use it to put their ass to sleep. And guess what? They got fucking oxygen. They got all this shit to make sure, even if you give them too much, that they fucking heart don't stop. And if it do, you got pads on them. There, you're prepared. That you don't get that in the street. That's what this drug is used for. It's for surgeries. They mainly use fentanyl. I mean, they use it in the ER to relax you and take the pain away. But the primary usage of fentanyl in the hospital is during surgery time. And is actually used to decrease your heart rate and to slow down your breathing. That's the initial. They give it to you. Then they give you They give you a cocktail, and that's the fentanyl's purpose in that cocktail.
Mm.
And people using this shit to get high. No, fentanyl ain't bad. It's the intent. Brooklyn, evil is good.
I'm just, yeah. I mean, hey, I mean, it's a lot. You know what I mean? It really is a lot. It's a lot to intake on this first day. So we're gonna try to leave some for the book, but I don't want to ask no questions because I might keep digging in the book. We'll be in the 32nd chapter, and you ain't gotta buy the book.
Oh man, it's
So,
gonna be some dope. I ain't gonna tell them the name of the book, but it's gonna be some dope chapters in there. I'm gonna give like a video summarizing the ebooks I come out with, and then I'm gonna put all them ebooks together to make one book. So I ain't sitting there just trying to write a whole book at one time. I'm gonna just break it down like that.
but so basically, what you're telling us that even there's a whole umbrella of manipulation. A lot of things fall under that umbrella, and it could be for any side of intention, whether good or bad.
Mm-hmm. And look at the process. Don't look at the result. That's where they trick y'all at. That's where.
Which break that down. Break that down. You said don't look at the process. Look at the results. Break that
Yeah,
down again.
because like, how often do you understand? Like when I say the process, that's what manipulation is. What's happening. So it's not often people say, "Hey, I'm being manipulated." You hear them say, "Hey, I've been manipulated." Now you're talking in past tense. So understanding that any encounter with a person, either you're going to influence, which is a form of manipulation, or they're going to influence, which is a form of manipulation. So it's going to happen. The process is going to occur. So now being aware of the process as it's happening, you can determine if it's good or bad for you. So you can get out before you get to the point where you say, "Hey, I've been manipulated." We even said manipulation. A person is being manipulated. That's in past tense.
Right. It's already happened.
And now, after it happened, now you see the results instead of being in the moment. That's what life is about. It's about being in the moment. That's where you learn at, is in the moment. You can learn afterwards, but doing it afterwards, now you got to get over emotions. You got to get over these negative thoughts to learn a lesson. But in the moment, if you have awareness in the moment, you can say, "Hey, is this positive or negative? Okay, I feel bad. Even though I think this person is good for me, this is my intuition talking. So I need to analyze this more. Okay, let me step away. Okay, that was bad for me."
Mm. So pretty much, you got you got these three. You got the whole word itself, right? So you got manipulate, then you got manipulating, and then you got manipulated. So you got the process, and you got the beginning is manipulate. Manipulation is the process, and manipulated is the result.
Is the result.
Okay. All right, I'm learning y'all. See, I'm learning y'all too. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm learning. I'm learning just like y'all. I'm just following the process. Don't mind
Take each y'all. Take each y'all. Take each y'all. What up, though?
me. What up, Tay?
What's good? What's up, Nine?
What
What
up,
up?
though?
I didn't mean to interrupt.
Nah, you good? Cause I'm pretty sure you got questions just like I got.
So basically, I don't want to say. I guess what you taught me today, I guess would be that um whether things are good or bad, right? So I guess that's how karma works or universal law works. It's
Mm-hmm.
basically the intention. What is your
Mm-hmm.
intention on it? Because it could be manipulation, but what is your intention?
That's how karma works. That's
So
how you.
it's so whether anything, you know, whether you manipulate whatever, what it all boils down to is the intention
Mm-hmm.
of it. And if
Mm-hmm.
the intention is good, then you'll get good. And if it's for bad, then you got bad coming to you.
But I'm gonna say this too. This is so simple, but it's complex because even with like intentions and karma, even if you do good, it's duality to you doing good. It's a good side and a bad side for you doing good. You ever have all good intent to do something to help somebody and you did? Like think about this. If you driving and you see this guy with a sign begging for money, you stop. Hey, sir, you need some money. I ain't eating 3 days. Okay, here go $10, right? Then you go do what you got to do. You drive past him, he laying there OD. He took your $10, went and got some drugs and OD'd on it. Now he dead. If you never gave him that money, he wouldn't be dead.
Don't
Well,
give me that
damn,
example, man. You
that's a
go,
fucked
yeah,
up
you gonna make us,
analogy.
yeah, right. You gonna make us not even want to help the people no more. God,
But
leave, man. What's wrong
it's
with
not
you?
about what he did with it. It's about what you gave it for.
Your intention.
It was you intended to do good, but something bad happened. But that's not your karma. That's that guy's karma.
Right.
Your karma is still good.
I
That's like
don't know.
you.
Some people guilt may kick in when that type of scenario happens, especially if they find out. You know what I mean? That's like your good being evil spoken of. So you're gonna be kind of emotional behind that.
But this is why it's important to understand, or to overstand, or to even comprehend. No matter if you try to do the right thing or the wrong thing, as long as your intention is good, that's what matters. Why you did it, because it's duality in everything, man. It's just there, you know. So like it's an old fable by Buddha, right? Buddha had this blind monk, and this monk was like one of Buddha's top students, right? And one day he was getting up to go for a night walk, and he went for his night walk and he came back. And in the morning, all the other monks was upset because in front of his doorstep it was a bunch of dead ants, and they seen him walk that path, so they knew he killed these ants. And when they took it to Buddha, Buddha asked them, when they went to Buddha and said, "Hey, I forgot the guy's name, but he killed these ants." And Buddha said, "Did you see him?" And one of the guys said, "I seen him." And he said, "Did he intend to kill the ants?" They said, "Well, I don't think so." And Buddha said, "I know so because he's blind. He didn't see him. His intention was not to kill the ants, but it happened." But Buddha said that don't weigh on his karma.
Damn, you saying that? I get it. I don't know. But I guess that's why everything has to work in a certain aspect, in a certain favor. Because if you don't have all of this, man, your mind will really be all over the place. And even with that, that's still a form of manipulation. So if you ain't got everything working in the right direction, man, we gonna be manipulated all the time, no matter how the situation is. You know what I mean? So that's what I just got out of that.
It's not about the what or the how, it's about the why. That's the sauce I'm giving you. Why? You can fight it all you want. You'll go crazy. You'll be paranoid, thinking everybody trying to manipulate you. You manipulating yourself. thinking everybody trying to manipulate you. I can't make this shit up, bro.
No, I understand, but what I'm saying is for a person that has that like for a person that's just learning, right?
Mhm.
This is a new concept, right? So they don't have to be manipulated by anybody because you're going to be manipulating yourself, like you just said, because it's like, yo, okay, well, how do I not do this? How do I get away from that? How do I? You're going to drive yourself crazy trying not to put yourself in a predicament that you're not even ready for in the first place.
Oh, you know what time it is? I need somebody to create me a peanut butter petty time song. Um, hold on, let me play this. No, I don't even want to play it. I'm in my Joker mode. So I wanted to say this too. I see people manipulate themselves on this app all the time. People will do and go to any lengths to convince themselves that a person is bad. Like, people will go to lengths to convince themselves, and then they would try to convince other people. Sometimes they do. Just because they don't like a person. They don't know why they don't like the person. So they start manipulating shit. All right, I'm done. That was my petty session.
Nah, you got more in you, but we're on the wrong channel. But it's okay. You passed your hour limit, so you can go ahead and get petty with it. Because at the end of the day, your pettiness may be something that's truthful. I mean, if it is truthful, it's not because you're petty. It's just the truth.
Oh, all
You
my
know, like
petty.
why? No, I understand that, but that's my thing. That's what I'm saying. It's the truth. So why would you stop being? Why would you stop being truthful? Because it's
Cooking
petty?
with
No, truth is the truth. It should set you free.
cooking with JW. What up, though? Appreciate you, sis.
Good morning, good evening, cooking with JW. I'm
That's
like
what.
it's just a fascination. It's a fascinating conversation. Whether whether we want to believe it or not, if you really sit back and think about it, you know what was the living colors? Things that make you go. I mean, Arsenio. Things that make you go say, hmm. You gotta this because it's a thought process that nobody ever looks at. It's a thought process that's being unraveled in front of your very eyes. So it has to be viewed and it has to be looked at. It ain't meant to drive nobody crazy. It's just a thought process. If you understand it, you can go with it. If you want to learn it, you got to figure it out. You understand? So it's no need it's no need to alter it or change it. It's just the way it is. There's no need to water this down. You getting it the way you get it. If you understand it, you know what he's talking about. If you don't understand it, you got to do your own work. You got to do your own research. You got to do your own lookups. You got to do it yourself. And that's just the bottom line. But the conversation is valid. So no one should have I mean, there's going to be a rebuttal because it's something new. So they're going to hold on to their old ways. So you can't worry about that though.
I've been waiting for somebody for a whole year to rebuttal me or to. And look, I will say this: I'm open to information, but most people just try to attack me. They don't attack the information. But it has been things I changed on. Even that, right? I took that from you. I used to say change all the time. Change is change, change, change. And I'm like, nah, okay. My perception of change has changed. But it's been I'm not saying I can't be corrected. I am not saying I'm right about everything. I'm just asking somebody to show me anything that I said. Because if I'm wrong, I want to be right. But
I
I
be
just
trying to
haven't.
choose. I be trying to choose the day when to. Whenever you wrong, I sure do any.
Yeah, oh, see, y'all, boy, see, y'all don't know. Tay be coming at me, and I love it. I love it because she want me to prove the shit. and that don't do nothing but bring more out of me. So that's why I'm saying I love it. But people don't do it. I don't know why. They just stop coming around.
But we're not gonna talk about manipulation all over this app because that's crazy. Okay, the
Yeah,
manipulation that be going on all through this app, man,
I ain't even
ridiculous.
trying. Yeah,
Even I had got set up, in the beginning of this app when
Mhm.
I first started. Didn't know, so it's crazy, because people get in your DMs, people get to talking, and they manipulate, you know, and the intention is not good majority of the time. They know what they doing. You got groups, you got cliques, they're going behind your back, you know what I'm saying, doing shady shit. And I'm telling you, so be easy out here. Cause
yeah, but I think
you be thinking people your friend and they not. And I'm telling you, screenshots people be sending. You think you talking to people and they sending screenshots to the person that you talk for real. No cap.
Sending it forward in the damn email. Like, hold on, bro.
Uh-huh.
for email show like that's the scary part about the whole thing, man. Like you think you doing the right thing or having a positive aspect, and they just be spinning your shit to just make you look like the wicked person of the West. You understand? Like that's the suck part about it. And that you had all good intentions, but there's just so many people that they make you good evil spoken of, man. That's the worst. That's the manipulation that people really be going ham for. Why you yelling? Because y'all sitting here, y'all turning my good into evil.
And that's
But
the
then if I
messed up part about it is, Gary,
right,
is that you be
right,
sitting up there doing good, and because people be like, nah, you can't be good, or you can't be this person that you portray to be. So I'm just gonna pick and pull you apart and show people how evil you are. Like what
you
is
know, you,
wrong with your ass?
you
You
you know the
sick
funny thing.
mother.
You know the
My
funny thing
bad.
about that, Tay. That's why I mean, from day one, if you go back to my earlier videos, you'll hear me say I'm only what you allow me to be. That's why I never came on here and said I was a saint because I want to be what I'm being now. I don't want to be the other side, but it's there. So I'm not going.
Mhm.
Um, that's why I told people like it's better not to have my attention because when you got it, you got it. And you ain't gonna tell me when to stop, or you can't tell me how to do what I'm gonna do because I'm gonna have some fun, and my fun is different from yours. My
Cause he
fun
gonna
is
taunt your ass and play with you and fuck with you
I'm,
till you damn near y'all know the word I don't want to say, but
mm, no, that's when you get
be
my
thinking
attention. I'm
some crazy shit.
I'm fully invested into you. You know, you got mine, you got mine. But that's why I don't bother nobody. You don't see me critiquing nobody. Even, there's some people that blew air out their ass. I'm like, all right, man. If I get annoyed or I'm having a bad day, I may address it. But ultimately, man, it's like, just come on here, do your thing, and get off. Because it's some sick people out here. There's
yeah,
some
but
sick people.
the sicknesses they like there are people waiting for you to slip up. That's the craziest part about the whole thing. All right, well, you said this, right? But then you turn around and did the same thing. That wasn't the intent. But so what? It may not be your intent, but you said it. Now look, you a piece of trash and da. You ain't what you said you are. I knew you was a fake mother father. And like, really, that's what you doing? You sitting there talking about because I tied my shoe in a different way. I didn't put the little bunny ears there. You worried about me tying my shoe because of that? Like, come on, like y'all look for the weirdest things. Leave these people alone. Let these people rock. But y'all so busy looking for that little space of air just pull a nigga down. We gotta stop this crab in the barrel shit. We don't want that attribute. We don't want to be manipulated and be shown for that type of thing. We just trying to live our lives. If we trying to help somebody, that's one thing. But there's a lot of people doing the work, the most, and this sucks.
But you know what? Honestly, I expected. Like even before I hit live, I knew the adversity I had to face because that's why I always said that. I never said I was a positive person because I knew people would use that against me. If I have any negative moment, I knew they would use against me. You said you was positive, and now look at what you do. No, so I
Mm-hmm.
never made that mistake. I always said I'm only what you allow me to be. I'm gonna either be Metatron or I'm gonna be semi L. I got two modes. I'm gonna be one of the two people. You're gonna be
And
an
that's one
angel,
thing. My
or I'm gonna
bad.
be
Go
a
ahead.
demon.
Right, and that's one thing I can't stand like about the internet is that literally they don't think about that like people are two way like good and evil both.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody have a breakdown moment, it's like, oh, you did, oh, they get all wild or they act like, and it's like, come on, man, you not perfect either.
Right.
Like, do people really examine themselves? Like, people sit up here and want to judge people on camera and like, oh, okay, so your life fucking perfect too, huh? Is that what you telling me? Like, you ain't got no traumas, you ain't got no demons, you not fucked up either? Get out of here with that. D say the
And
coldest manipulation I've seen is someone asking to be sponsored to go on a trip. If you need money for a trip, what the hell your home life look like?
That's why I was laughing. I just read that. Miss Tracy, what up? I was rocking it. I was in your live earlier. Another is a person that tells you, yeah, I don't like that. I don't because that don't even make sense to me. How you gonna hold somebody accountable over the internet? I mean, most people ain't even qualified to hold people accountable. What authority or influence do you have over this person to even hold them accountable? Like, oh, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. Then you open yourself for someone to tell you about yourself, and then
Um,
oh
people get
man,
mad when they do that. Like, okay, you did this. Well, you did that, and you did this. Well, you did that. Well, I'll be like, oh man, this some kindergarten shit.
right.
Oh man,
but these are the same people that talk about they grown, but they just revert their whole mindset to the mind of a 5 year old. Like what the like y'all be bugging with that. But that just goes to show you, man, people pick and choose what they want to do with themselves. But as soon as that happens towards them, they want the respect. The respect of what you do unto others, you get done unto you. So if you give that nasty aspect, you should be ready to receive it. But that's another story for another day.
and you know what? I don't even want people respect no more. I want distance. Just stay the fuck away from me. We good. You can keep your respect over there with you. Keep that shit. I don't need that shit. I understand like people do. If I'm dealing with you, yeah, it should be that's a foundational piece. But if I don't know you, I don't need it. Just stay the hell away from me. I'm straight. Because some people respect ain't even valuable.
It ain't even valid. What the hell
Right.
I need your respect for? You said you said 1 plus 1 is 3. Like get the hell out of here. I don't want your respect. How you do that? Where you get that from? You giving me Dollar Tree respect. Shout out to Dollar Tree, but they a lot of people don't value that type of shit. You know what I mean? So I get it.
Yeah, I'm straight, bro. I don't even need it.
And that's one hard thing that I've had to learn. One value. It took me a long time that everybody don't deserve my respect and loyalty, and it took me a
Hmm.
long time, but definitely get it now. You don't have to
Hmm.
give everybody that respect and loyalty.
Hey, y'all make sure when I get monetized, y'all watch these videos. Y'all share me out because that merch is coming. That commander, I'm putting that on the shirt. I already drew it up. I'm not disrespectful. You just don't deserve it. That shirt is coming soon.
I know that's right. That's what's up.
That shirt's gonna be the first one I print. I'm putting that shit on
I like
hoodies and
that
hats.
one.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm purchasing that one. Let me pre-order right now.
I ain't disrespectful. You just don't deserve it. Look, man, this I'm not trying to be harsh, but I have to be real. And sometimes reality is harsh, right? And if you don't do better, you just not gonna get better in life. And for me, I understand I'm somewhere different from where a lot of people are. Right? And I'm just being honest and transparent. I'm building a ship. All are welcome, but when it take off, it take off. That's just what it is. I'm not waiting for nobody. I ain't doing none of that no more. We've been sitting here for generations talking about we should overcome. It's time to move and do shit. And if people ain't ready, oh fucking well. Because time ain't gonna wait. It's just not. Either you get it or you don't. Or I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to understand. I can work with that. But the people who just zombies, the sheep, let them sleep. Shit, more room for us, more spacious for us, less problems and distractions for us. That's how I look at it. I ain't trying to save everybody. I don't think everybody deserves to be saved. I don't.
Damn,
Because
so
then,
no.
yeah, because in reality, everybody don't want to be saved. So like
Sure
that's
don't.
just like that's just like when people say, "Well, pray for that person." That nigga don't want my prayer. Look what he doing. He ain't even asked me. You asked me to do it for him. They don't. They're not going to receive it. So what's the point? And that's what you guys are saying right now. What's the point of trying to save somebody that they ain't even asked to be saved? It ain't about being Captain Save a Horde, whatever, however else you want to do it. You gotta leave them where they at sometime.
And I don't be trusting that praying stuff, pray for me stuff. I just sometimes you don't know what, even though people be coming out their mouth saying stuff, what's your intention when you be praying?
Now we getting somewhere. I don't care what you say. What's that energy behind
For real.
it?
So I don't pray for me. I'm good. I pray for myself.
Mhm.
Yeah, because people prayers be a spell and they don't even understand their energy is that low that you putting a spell on me. You're not even praying for me. You praying, but you praying for my downfall. So
Mhm.
it's a difficult thing, but that's why you got to be careful. So, manipulation is real, for real.
Oh, y'all trust Terrence Howard's math?
Hell no. But he got some good theories. That's all it is a theory. He can't prove it. I mean, um, but it's a good theory. But like even I was in that wave before. 1 + 1 = 3. 1 × 1 = 3. I was there, and I understand the philosophy of it. But by definition, is wrong. And this is what people don't understand. Like when we talk about
Break that down. I'm
so
sorry. Yeah.
when
Yeah,
you when
yeah.
when you when you go, so 1 + 1 = 3. The concept was when you take two things and you create, listen to what I'm saying, when you take two things and create, it's really a third. That's one and one creating another. But you have to look at what the plus symbol is. The plus symbol is not creation, it's adding. So if you have one on the left side and you have one on the right side, and you take them and both put them in the middle, now you have two in the middle. That's how 1 + 1 = 2, because it's adding
Oh,
multiple
that's his math. That's what he think. He takes the plus
creation.
and look at it as as another symbol of creating, so he makes it three.
So now when he said one, he that's what the most common people argue is 1 + 1 = 3. What he was saying was 1 × 1
Yeah, he said
equals
one time
three.
one is. He said
And
one time
even
one. It has to be a multiple. It has to multiply.
and see now what he's saying is this. What he's saying is still wrong by definition. By definition, this is what we base everything on. Definition is the application. Is a description of the application. We take that whole process and form a word to describe it. That's what the definition. So when we talk about multiplying, you're taking something and multiplying it by itself. So if you have one of something and you multiply it by one, it's still only one. By definition. This is not creation. What
You
he's
keep
the
saying by definition. What's the definition of multiplication?
hold on, let's pull it up.
Uh-oh. Get him. Get him.
You know
Get him.
me, I like to break down. I just be wanting to know, okay?
Get him.
Break it down for me. Break it
Oh, we
down.
go to break it
Cause you
down.
could just be telling me anything.
I can.
You could be trying to manipulate me. You hear me?
Ew.
I am trying. I'm not trying. I'm about to manipulate you now.
Oh, he gonna manipulate you for real. Get him.
Here we go, right here. So the process or skill of multiplying. Mathematics, the process of combining marchers, vectors, or other quadrants under a specific rule to obtain their product. That's mathematics. I need to show you the um no, I have to show you the process. Let me see.
So basically, I guess what you're trying to say is if you got one and you multiplying the same one, it's gonna be the same one.
It's the same
Because
one.
But
right.
what he say is 1 times 1 is what?
3. But what the concept he's using is creation. That's not multiply, not by definition. You're multiplying. You're taking something and you're multiplying it by something else. So 1 times 2 is 2 because it's a 1. It's singular. And when you get to the 2, you're multiplying. You're not multiplying the 2 by itself. You're multiplying it by 1. So the existence of 1 is singular, right? So you have 2. If anyone wants to argue that, what they should argue, 1 should not be included because it causes confusion.
One
But it's
should not be in a multiplication table.
Yeah, but even that, only people gonna be confused is people trying to overthink shit.
Oh God.
That's all you're doing. Because think about this. Okay, the 1 times 2. 1 is what you're going to multiply 2 by. Meaning if you have 1, 2 and you multiply it, there's nothing to multiply. You're multiplying it against itself.
D Sharp say
Yeah.
multiplication is closer to creation.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Creation is something totally different. Creation, multiplying. I forgot that. I gotta ask my
Okay, well, I'm
sister.
gonna play devil's advocate. Hear me out. When a man and a woman come together, they multiply, and boom, you got 3. Then you have a baby.
That's addition.
That's creation, and yeah, that you're adding, but you're creating.
Okay, well, I tried.
Yeah, you're creating. Multiplying. I'm trying to think of the easiest way to explain it because hold on, let me just mathematical definition of multiplying.
It's
I,
all right. So if you multiply 2 by itself, you're gonna get the same result. That's the best way I can simply explain it. If you multiply 3 by itself, you're going to get 3. If you multiply 4 by itself, which is singular, it's like the quality quantity situation I was trying to explain. The quantity is the one itself. The qualities add the value to it. So if you got 4 qualities to that one quantity, it's going to be the 4 qualities because the qualities outweigh the quantity. It's the same scenario.
all you
So why y'all wouldn't call that multiplication? when somebody come, a man and a woman get together and then they have a baby, why you wouldn't call that multiply? Because you say like a woman will come into a man's life and she'll multiply.
Okay, I accept that, but I'm gonna show you the only process. I'm gonna show you how that's multiplying, right? So you got one person times one person, and they have one person, right?
Yeah,
So it's still one.
one times one equals
What,
one,
what's
but
the
it would
result?
be three. Now it's
No, it
three.
won't. No, it won't. It won't because you're not counting. You're not combining nothing. You're multiplying it. You're not adding. You're multiplying. So if one person, if two people come together and multiply times, if one person, and they have one person, the answer is one. One times one equals one. You can say, what if they have twins? We're not talking about that. We're talking about one person coming together and having a baby. They had one person. One times one equals one. That's the only way you can explain it is through philosophy because it's not creation. You're not adding. Multiplying is taking something. That's like if you
Y'all, somebody help me think. We trying to go
I
against
knew
what
you
he
was gonna say
say.
that. Did I say that before you typed that D shop? If I said twins, don't manipulate your mind.
Right, Commander. Help me, y'all.
Let me see. Hold on. Here we go. No, I'm gonna try to help her out. I'm gonna try to help you.
That's crazy. Thank you, Terrence Howard. You started a whole new conversation.
Still has to do with manipulation.
I just know if you try to multiply something one time, you can't do it. That's just
I
it.
mean, the logic in me would want to say one times one is one, but I just want to be petty and, play devil's
No,
advocate.
I get it. I'm really trying to understand
This
where
is
he
go.
was going with it.
This is gonna confuse you even more if I show you this.
I think he's trying to manipulate because you never showed us the definition of multiplication anyway.
I did. It was on the screen.
I thought you said it was a math one or something.
No,
You
I
was
said
like,
I
that's
want
not
to
the right
find the
word.
math one. No, I said I need
Oh,
to go find the math. But this is the math one. Now you have okay. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna read it to you because I don't know if you can say it. Multiplication is one of four basic arithmetic operation alongside of addition, subtraction, and division. In math, multiply means the repeated addition of groups of equal size. You have to understand that concept to understand. That's why I said it might confuse you even more. So,
it says addition.
okay,
So,
repeated addition.
hold on.
No, now you have to repeated addition of groups of equal size. Do you understand that concept? Now,
That's what's
math
that, two times two?
terminology is a little like if you when you go into algebra and stuff, the terminology is different. That's why when it say repeated addition of groups, right? So when you multiply, one is a group. One is a group. So
One,
what you're
hold on.
doing is you're putting one into one. How many times can one go into one equally?
I got a
Okay.
question. Hold it. I got a question. Wait a minute. How could one be a group?
The group of numbers.
Oh, okay. Because I'm about to say
So,
one
so
can't be a
each
group. It's
group.
one.
So when they say group,
Sure
that's the
could.
the quadrant. That's why I use well, don't say it on here, but the quadrant is the placement of the numbers. So if it's a number in front of the plus or addition side, that's a group. If it's a number behind it, that's a group, and it might be another plus, or those are groups of numbers.
2 times 2, 2 times 3. So it'd be something larger than the individual. That's how I look at it. I might be wrong.
So this group, like if you times 2 times 3, right? So you take 2 3 times. That's what you're doing. You're taking 2 3 different times. So if you take 2 3 times, what do you get?
6.
So if you take 3 2 times, what do you get?
6.
So if you take 1 1 time, what do you get?
Nothing.
You get 1. You take 1 time, you get 1. Now, is that a better way to explain it, that I did it that way? If you take 1 time, you get 1. If you take 1 3 times, what do you get?
1.
You get 3. If you take 1 3 times,
I don't get it. I don't get that.
Take 1 3 different.
No, I know your logic. I'm just saying I don't get it, because that's why I said what I said. 1 is an individual. You can't group 1. You could never group 1. How could you group 1? You can't group it.
You missing the definition. The groups is the quadrant. The quadrant is the area.
Okay, so you have a quadrant of 1, right?
You have 1 in the space in this area. You have 1, and then you have a times, and then you have another 1. So the space that 1 is taken up, that's the group. That's what they classify as a group. This is just terminology.
I don't like that terminology.
That's why I said, like, when you get into like arithmetics, I don't know if you ever took quantitative analysis in school. It was honors club, or that might have been my prep college club. But they teach you, like, you have to know terminology, because they don't even give you numbers. Everything is words. Everything is fucking words, bro. There's no numbers. So when they say in group 1, in the first group, it might say it's a 2, and the second group is a 3. And then they tell you what you do with those 2 groups. They might tell you in group A, there's 1. In group B, there's 2. Multiply those groups. You have to put
D
those
coming for you, bro. D
you have
is
to put
coming
those
for
adjustments.
you.
Hold on, let me come back over here because I don't see what he said. I believe Word is a cult leader who says shit that he knows go over people's heads, so they will believe he's smart. No, that's why I show people. I show people. Look, bro, you can look up everything I'm saying. You can Google yourself, but I show people. Nah, I don't even like people to be a cult leader. I wouldn't want people around me. I wouldn't even want people around me to be a cult leader. You got to be kind of like a people person, bro. No, I just want to teach y'all shit and then y'all go away.
Damn. Tell them how you really feel, Joker.
If I can have atmosphere,
atmosphere, what up?
A few of y'all can hang around, but the majority, nah. Here you go. Here's some gold.
Damn.
He said, "Get away from me."
Get me away. You gotta use it how you use it, right? However,
Commander say, "What this Mav doing?" Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish, Trey. What does Commander say?
Oh man, that's my boy, man.
But that's what I say. What Commander said. She said, "What she say? Group 3 1s." I don't know how you can group 3 1s. That's what I understand you, Commander.
You're using group in the sense.
No, Commander asked that question.
No. That's what I'm responding to. But like when you say group, so like when you Um, now, just tell me if I'm wrong because everybody experiences things different, and I'm not saying because I went to college, I've been around things, but when you in science, some words don't mean the same things they mean in English, right? They have a different function within science.
Give me
Even
an
in law,
example.
would you agree with this right here? In law, some of the same terms we use you mean different things when we're talking about law or contracts.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I can't answer that.
they
I
do.
need an example.
Like if you get a black law
They do.
dictionary,
They mean the
yeah,
same thing.
yeah, they so in different fields they use terminology that means different things. Even in the medical field, we
Even
have
the word
term
understand.
yeah, even the word understand. I mean, like I didn't think of manipulation. I think I told y'all this earlier, but I didn't. I thought manipulation was bad up until I started working in the hospital, and the word is used to alter something. That we have a joint manipulation. Like, hold on, what the fuck is that? Like that's what I'm thinking. I'm a little black boy from the hood. They talking about joint manipulation. Like, hold on, what they doing? Ankle manipulation, a knee manipulation, a neck manipulation, a C1 through C4 manipulate. Like, what? Hold on, what is we doing here? Because the only time I heard manipulating is when people was taking advantage of other people. So now they're using this terminology, and I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? No, this is the process. This is what they're doing. This is why I say I see concepts and how people utilize things, and it gives me a deeper meaning because, like, when we say group, right? We think in the sense of people or objects, something grouped together. It's the same concept. So even when you think about numbers, like the way you think about numbers is when you look at one, right? But when you're doing like high level math, when you put one, you have to put a zero in front of it. That's a group. Now you have zero and one.
Wait, 0 or 1 or 1 and 0?
No, one and zero is 10. One, when you're
Right.
doing like arithmetic and stuff, when you can't, there's no single number. Up until you get to 10 is 0 1, 0 2, 0 3, 0 4, 0, all the way until you get to 10. Because it's a placeholder. That zero is holding space.
Mm-hmm.
So when they say quadrants, group and quadrants are usually interchangeable. But when they that's the area that the numbers is taken up. So when people say creation, a lot of the philosophy behind 1 times 1 equals 3 is the x or the times is creation. That's why they go forth and multiply. They take that and utilize that philosophy into math and say x equals creation when it don't.
Well, shit, I'm a group of
Right.
one.
That was
Then.
my point I was trying to say.
Yeah,
Because
but
even
now
I'm a
we
you
group of
can
one.
multiply.
now we taking biblical and adding it into mathematical. You see, we taking one understanding from one place and adding it to
So
something different.
basically, that's like your point. Like you said, Black Law Dictionary
Yeah,
has several different meanings.
yeah.
I'm a group of
Everything
one.
like when we science, um,
Yeah,
everything
Commander,
has
you
its
got to
own
smoke.
language. Yeah, everything has its own language. Probably, yeah. Or take some ayahuasca. Take some DMT. You'll be all right. You'll understand. I will totally make sense if you do DMT. No, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. That was a joke.
Just say no.
Psych. I ain't joking. You probably would understand. You'd be like, damn, he makes sense now. Oh shit.
But you see how this like even this conversation, it's not even far off the topic, right? Because the way we look at things is the way we have been programmed to look at things for so long that when it's a new when there's something added into a situation, it opens your mind, right? So we talking about manipulation, or we just even having this conversation here, it's just opening your mind. It allows it to expand and explore and look at things in a different aspect. That's why these conversations need to be had anyway.
Well, let me manipulate your mind a little bit more. So that same
Uh,
concept, the same concept that we that I just told you, how people take religion to and apply it to mathematics to understand 1 × 1 = 3. That's how people understand things that they don't understand. What they do is associate it with something they know. So that causes a lot of
Mm-hmm.
confusion. Instead of learning it, you associate it. Associating something to learn it is a quicker process than you learning the information.
I don't
Because
know.
almost any learning you have to associate it with something. Almost anything you learn, you have to associate it with something. Um,
I agree
but
with that.
but that's what happens, bro. So like when I listen to people sometimes, and when I see it done, I'd be like, oh shit, I ain't gonna be able to get through this motherfucker. They taking one concept and adding it to another one, and I'm not trying to. No, I'm straight. I don't want to talk to a lot of people, bro. I don't even know, like as soon as I notice something, it's like a turn off, bro. It's like, nah, I'm straight.
Ew, ew, ew.
Ew, ew, nigga, ew, what's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah, that's that. Like that whole. I be trying to figure out the concept because that thing is woo. Command of smoke for me, man, because I need to understand it.
Like this. Tay, before I introduced that word anthropomorphism, did you know what that meant?
Who's a what?
And
No, at
you
first
didn't
I
know,
didn't know.
like you didn't know what it meant, right? But have you like before that word was introduced? Anytime we talked about religion and people start saying God is a man and stuff like that, did you notice I was like turned off to the conversation?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And that's why is because I knew what they were doing, and it was like, nah, I ain't about to go through this shit. It's too much I got to explain. They think God is a real man. Like you keep describing God with these human characteristics, and you telling me it's not human. So why you keep describing it with human characteristics?
And then when you charge them up about it, then it's like they try to like break it down and be like, "Oh no, it's not an actual man." Like, well, then why you keep saying man?
Because that's the only way they can understand it.
Yeah, everybody say him, him,
Mhm.
him, him. That's what everybody say.
Someone
But
tried to.
if it's him, and this person is doing all of these magical things, why would you break them down to just a human being?
Mhm. But if even like this
So you
dude
want
got
me to
mad
look like,
because
be like you?
this one dude got
You
mad at
want
me.
to, relate in some kind of way, I
Hmm.
guess.
That's what it is right there. That's how they associate it by relating. But that's what the Egyptian gods was. That's why they put animal heads on human body. The animal head was to describe the aspect of the animal. The human body was to associate it with man.
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence of the animal, but the heart of a man. Whether it was good or bad. That's why people was like, well, the heart of a man, why did they have bad? Because man, all man heart ain't pure. Some of it's bad. Duality, mother. Look,
Tell them why you mad, Riddler.
do you want me to tell you? This is probably, and it's good. It's towards the end of the video because ain't nobody gonna pay attention. But do you want me to tell you? It's so complex to do, but once you start doing it, I promise you, it'll change everything. It'll change the total way you look at life. Apply the universal properties to everything, every fucking thing. Any concept you know, anything you believe in, apply the universal properties to it, and you will understand it. Those 11 to 12 properties will open and unlock almost everything. And you can find them within everything. I had a series, I didn't finish it, but I was showing how God in the Bible adheres to the universal laws. Do you believe that, Gary? I'm gonna show you real quick. I ain't even gotta show you. I'm gonna show you off what you already know about God. I ain't even gotta show you.
Yeah, he adheres. I already know. Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
show you three main ones.
Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
So would you agree that God said, "I am good and I am evil. I create good and evil."
I say, yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
That's duality, right? God.
I believe that's called, yeah, okay. What you call duality, I'm gonna call balance. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's duality.
And balance is duality. That's what
I
balance
know,
is.
I know,
Balance.
but that's what I'm saying. I keep trying to tell you, people always gonna look at things two different ways. That's the point. Go ahead. Duality is duality. Go ahead.
So, cause and effect. When people sin, what happens?
Say it again.
Cause and effect. God obeys
Oh,
by cause and effect. So when people don't do what he say, is a effect to it.
yeah, you got to respond. Right.
That's him. I mean, he don't have to. He's God. He don't have to. He's God.
No, he got to.
Why?
You said why?
Why?
He has to show his authority.
Because for every cause there's an effect. That's why.
I understand that. Okay, fine. Yeah.
So law of compensation. Do you know what law of compensation is? Let me. I don't
No,
know.
break it down. Break it
No.
down.
Nope. Tell you on the panel. I'm about to show you. I ain't breaking it down.
Pull it up then.
Oh, why did it pull up? Oh, hold on. What the heck is up? I ain't trying to pull up a book. Dude wrote a whole book about law of compensation. I might have to check that out.
Yeah, of course. It has to be. You wait a minute. You ain't wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, that's the next book he gonna read. That's gonna be he gonna read it over the weekend. It's coming. Next class Monday.
I cheated. I can't use compensation as cause and effect.
There's a point somewhere. How you cheated though?
Because I'd be using the same it'd be the same thing as cause and effect. I didn't even mean to say compensation.
Okay. So God has to respond because he has to show his authority. That's the effect. That's the effect of being disobedient. The cause of him, the cause of his effect is your disobedience. So he got to show you who he is. Why do you have to be a dad? Because you have children. Cause and effect. Is that the right track?
Okay, law of correspondence. You see it? Oh no.
Nope.
So law of correspondence states this law that patterns repeat through the universe and on a personal level Our reality is a mirror of what's happening inside of us. Think as so above, so below, as so within, so without.
I'd apply Kaiser's mantra for this law. It happens for you, not to you. If our life is chaotic and fearful, she says, it's because there is chaos and fear within. If our life seems calm and grounded, it's because we feel peace within. In any troubling situation, she suggests asking what the situation can show you about yourself and what requires healing within.
So, as so above, so below. So, as God created the heavens, He created the earth.
Okay. What is this? What article is this? I need to read this. I've seen some things I wanted to read.
You never looked at this? Is I put in the chat. Well, I put it in. I put it in our chat.
Mm-hmm. 12
Uh,
universal laws and how to practice them. Okay.
how do I copy it?
Sarah Reagan.
Oh,
Oh, she's a manipulator. She's a Reagan.
of course, one of the best manipulators ever. Bro. Mhm. Mhm.
Pledge allegiance to the flag. No. That's idolatry anyway. What the hell I'm pledging allegiance to a flag? See, they try to have me in idolatry. They
StreamYard.
manipulated me.
I'm trying to put StreamYard in there.
Say that again.
Why does it say StreamYard?
Uh,
Oh, it keep. Oh, hold on. Let me stop sharing. I clicked on the link. Keeps saying StreamYard. Hold on, I gotta get. How do I get to? No, I feel slow right now. No, no, no. How did, hold on. Let me refresh it. There we go.
755. What up, though?
755. What up, though? Oh wow. Okay. This is okay. I got it. Okay. No, come on. What the?
Uh-oh. This is cause and effect.
Now, law of compensation and law of cause and effect is the same law. They just call it different things. Like different people call it different things, but compensation is cause and effect, depending on who you getting it from. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
like when you look it up, some places will say, I meant to say law of correspondence, but some people will say it's only 11 universal property. I mean, universal laws. Some people will tell you it's 12 because some people don't add divine oneness as a universal. It's like that's automatic. Some people say, oh, no, that's just that's automatic. But if people don't know, then they don't know. So, I say it's 12. Personally, I say it's 12. But some people, like if you look up, you won't see law of divine oneness. And she called a couple things different too. Um, divine one. Oh, let me let y'all see what I'm saying.
It's a baker's dozen, Commander. 12 plus 1. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't push the 13th floor. Ain't no 13th floor in the building.
Spot law of attraction. Law of inspired action. It's called something else. It's gonna come to me in a second.
The law of cause and effect. They go to law of comp. Nah, they got it in two different things.
No, I wouldn't.
The law of compensations relate close. Hold on, I'm gonna read that right there. Well, I can't read it because that picture's in the way. The law of compensation relates closely to the law of attraction and the law of correspondence. You reap what you sow is the main takeaway. With the law stating your efforts will always come back to you positively. If you are seeking something, you must contribute in some way toward your goal. How to apply it to work with this law in a manner that attracts or compensate for love and support. Example, Kaiser suggests asking yourself, where am I being called to serve and support others today?
I don't like this definition.
But go to the number 7. Go up to number 7. I'm going to see this. We learning, y'all. Bear with us. Relatively straightforward. This law highlights the direct relation between actions and events. What's important to note here, according to Kumar, is we often can't see the effects right away, but they will come back around. How to apply it? Trust that every action will have a reaction, good or bad. What you put out there may not come back to you at that moment, but that variation, that vibration, that energy you put out there has a ripple effect, says Kumar. If you're coming from a place of anger or resentment, if you put that energy out there, you will eventually be affected as a result. Yeah, it's two different things. That's two different things.
One is the action. One is describing effect. Law of compensation is describing effect, and I don't like that definition because effect. I understand what they're saying or doing. Hold on, let me look at this. I don't. Okay.
I get it because look, cause and effect is not what you earn. That's what they're pretty much saying, right? So when you say compensation, right, you are earning your compensation. Something has to happen in order for you to earn it, right? For example, you get into a car accident, you get compensated because you was in an accident. Cause and effect is not the same thing because you could be doing something right and wrong could be coming behind it at the same time. That's how I'll break that down in that aspect.
But see, if you look at cause and effect, is for every action there's a reaction. Compensation is just describing the effect. You reap what
no. Yeah, but if you reap what you so in other words, if you plant the seed is going to grow. But cause and effect could be something different, right?
But see, you're adding cause and effect. What I'm saying is compensation is the result of the effect. That's how they're describing compensation. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I just don't like the way I don't like the way he presented it. I'll show you.
Okay.
No, I'm saying for me it's more incomplete.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're saying the compensation is the result of the cause. Yeah, that's what you summarizing it into.
Yeah.
I got you, words. I could print there a little bit. But see, this explanation made it seem like it's two different things.
Yeah, that's what is. Every universal law intertwines with one another. They all. That's why I say in everything you do, you can apply this because one almost leads into another one. But the law of compensation is incomplete.
Because
Hold
that's
on,
why I said it the way I explained it.
I want to see what
Because
the
because
correspondence.
when you reap what you sow, right? You're gonna get what's due to you. The cause and effect, the number seven one that you just displayed, it doesn't mean the cause of a thing may not give you the result that you want. But if you reap what you sow, you're gonna get the results that you want.
That's just the intention. Like when Tay was talking about earlier, you know,
Mm-hmm.
reaping what you sow, like the attention you put behind things. Um, if you put good intentions, good things is the seed you planting. If you intentions are bad, that's the seeds you planting, and eventually you got to harvest those. So, and that's what I was saying. Just because we gave the guy the $10, he used it, OD'd, and died. That's not our karma. Even because we did a good deed, we planted a good seed. That's not our harvest. That's that person's harvest because he chose to do something with it. But
Mm-hmm.
we will get that because we did it out of good intent. We will sow. That's the seed we sown. So we will still receive something positive. That's why you can't be telling yourself negative because your intentions will turn negative from positive to negative. You see what I'm saying?
But
So it's important to
but
understand your
but
intention,
every
no matter what the
but
out.
every seed that you plant though, it's not gonna grow the same way,
No,
right? For
it's not going
example,
to grow at the same time.
it ain't gonna grow at all. If you plant a seed on a rocky ground, it's not gonna grow. But if you plant it on fertile soil, it'll grow. That's what reap what you sow means. Reap what you sow is if you plant it on fertile soil, you're gonna get that result. The cause and effect may not result the same way. For example, if you tell somebody that I love you, the effect might be, what the fuck you love me for? I don't love you. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you tell your wife, I love you, you reaping what you sow. I love you too, babe. Now you tell some random person that shit. I love you. What the fuck you love me for? I don't know you. You see what I'm saying? Those are two different elements that you cause the person to snap because the effect of the thing wasn't what they're not reciprocating what you giving them. But if you reap what you sow, you're gonna get everything that you getting everything that you planted. That's the main difference.
That one.
One seed. Go
See,
ahead.
hold on. What? See, everybody explain these differently. So, look, when you look at this one, right, it says the law of compensation relates closely to the law of attraction and the law of correspondence, right? So, you go
Mhm.
to the other article. The law of compensation is closely related to cause and effect. It refers to the blessings and abundance that flow in our lives. So it's basically like these people explain it in a different perspective. I'm gonna have to get you. I got it. I just gotta look for it. But these 12 universal laws are in Kemetic. That's the oldest form I can find that related to universal principle was the Kemetic science. So I will get that for you. Um, Actually, it's on my YouTube page.
Uh-oh.
I think I did a video on. Did Tay fall asleep on us?
Who?
Tay.
I don't know.
I'm
No, she
here.
here.
Oh,
She here. She wait for you to get an answer for this.
this was in the earlier days.
I was just doing something, but I'm here.
I got him, Tay.
It's
I got him, Tay. He's scrambling.
I ain't screwing. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be answering. I
Huh?
don't know. I don't. What am I supposed to be answering? I'm lost right now.
Yeah, I forgot too though. I'm just saying. I was just saying those two had two different meanings. You saying they're the same. I'm saying they're different.
No, I'm not saying they're the same. I'm saying they work off one another. They correlate with one another. All the universal principles do. They all relate to one another.
Oh, I agree
They,
with that.
they,
Okay, so I agree
they
with
go
that then. So
yeah, they go in succession. Like they all like people say, "Oh, law of attraction. I'm gonna practice this." You got to practice the rest of them too, or the shit don't work. I used to laugh when people said it. I'm practicing law of attraction. Do you understand law of compensation? What's that? Law of cause and effect. Law of all of these to work to use law of attraction. You have to understand one divineness. The very first law tells you everything you need to know about the rest of them. One divineness. They all connected. So there's not one without the other one. One leads into the other one. Okay, that's cause and effect. But I know I did law of attraction, um, law of correspondence. That below is like which above. Yeah, okay. So above. Polarity. That's what polarity is duality. That's what I kept confusing. Law of polarity is duality. I kept thinking law of cause and effect was interchangeable with correspondence, and it's not. It's polarity and duality. They're the one and the same. So when you're looking at it, sometimes you'll see polarity, and sometimes you will see um, duality.
duality.
Or
Okay.
yeah, and then law of gender is usually the last one. I gotta finish that. Hmm. I did correspondence. I didn't do um, compensation. So correspondence is so above, so below. So within, so without. That's the main thing that people don't understand about um, the law of correspondence is so within, so without. That's why I always say whatever you project outside is a reflection of what's inside. You can't do nothing that's not inside you. You can't be
Yeah,
something that you're not.
you
I
say that
mean,
a lot. You do say that a lot. That's why you say, God is within and not from without. You got to search within. God is within you. He's not. Stop looking outside. It starts from within.
is within is you who have to project God out, and that's what
Right.
people do if they like it or not. I mean, if you like it or not, that's what you do. 'Cause
That's crazy because there's a whole gospel song about that, but I don't think they understand it. The Jesus is in me is the Jesus that's in you. So
mm,
you understand he's already in you. So
mhm.
I just be word. You about to start some trouble.
I'm always in trouble, bro. Always in trouble. I don't feel right
You,
if I'm not in trouble.
you the Riddler. You ain't even the Joker. You the Riddler now. You just changed suits already.
I'm
Got
the
a whole
joke.
bunch of you just got a whole bunch of question marks. You wear question marks on your arms, your hat, your back. I'm telling you, tomorrow
Thank
you're
you,
gonna be hard to say.
755. Sorry, y'all.
Oh no, you good.
755 is correct. It's within us.
People keep looking outside. That's why they're so confused. Waiting for somebody to save them, and your savior is within. Salvation is internal. I've been saved myself, bro. I'm trying to save myself from trying to save everybody else now. 755. I apologize, but I had to change my personality. I'm no longer Batman. I am now the Joker.
No, he's not. He's the Riddler.
I am not the Riddler. I can be the Riddler. Y'all want
It-
to?
That is what you are displaying right now, sir. That is what you are displaying.
I can be the. Okay, let me channel my inner Riddler. And you think, and
Oh,
then you be like, "No, he was the Joker."
riddle me this. What is the law of compensation? Now go ahead, bro. Be you, baby. We accepted you for who you are.
Okay. Riddle me this.
Here it comes.
What has a name that no one knows but constantly calls?
Wait. What was the question? What the?
What has a name that nobody knows but people constantly call?
God. Wait, that wasn't the answer?
That was the answer. That's why I was laughing. I
Oh,
gave you my Joker
okay.
laugh.
I'm just saying. You know, Batman knows who the Riddler is. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. He told Robin. He just told Robin who he was. He just saying. He just ain't say it out loud.
They always knew who Riddler was, though.
I know, but he just ain't say it out loud. Him and Alfred. Everybody know. I knew you was talking about God. I knew it. He gonna talk about God right now.
No, I'm just saying. Nobody knows God's name. That's why they call him God. They don't know his name.
Well, I saw a man say they worship dogs, so they turned the dog backward and named them God. I'm just saying
When they say they worship dogs, they got that from the Dogon tribe.
Mm-hmm.
It was the dogma star. It wasn't like dog, but it was
Right, but you know they say dog, and if you reverse the dog,
you
and
get God.
if you got God, right? I tell you, I be all over the place. Word, don't I'm just trying to show you, I be all over the place.
I haven't seen Alfred in a while. I don't even know who Alfred is no more. I don't know who nobody is. I just changed.
Alfred cleaned that mess up somewhere. He don't even need a butler. That nigga don't stay home enough. He'll stay at home. He probably don't even sleep in the same bed. He probably don't even sleep in his bed. Nigga, he fighting crime at night. So when does he sleep?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that's a hell of a question. When does Batman sleep?
In the daytime.
How? He at the office.
That's when that's when Alfred used to always find him, was in the daytime, in the bed, sleep. Master Bruce, you have to wake up. You have this meeting, you have this, you have that. He like, man, I'm $1 million playboy. Kick rocks.
That man be fighting crime all night, get an hour of sleep, and go right into the office, making $1 million deals.
You need sleep at the office.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What the hell he got a bed for? He ain't never in it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna try to get word off here because it's 3:15, and he acting like he ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. He knows what tomorrow is. Tomorrow's family time.
And I actually got to get up early and go to I got a neural ophthalmologist to go see. My wife go get me up at 8:00. I'm gonna be mad as hell.
Yeah, we gonna end this right here, y'all.
She gonna have. Hold on, I want to.
Oh, hold on. We gonna hold on. Word said, hold on.
His eyes are like blazing fire. You gonna make me be petty. His eyes are like blazing fire. And on his head are many crowns. He has the name written on him that no one knows but he himself. Exactly. But you know why his eyes was blazing? He was blazing.
He was high.
He was high.
Yeah, he was high.
Like, what the hell? I can't even smoke my shit without y'all interrupting me. What the hell y'all doing down here? Y'all can't just follow these damn 10 commandments and go about y'all business. I always got to come down here and fix shit. That he was mad.
Nah, that's that Christ that. Oh, I'm gonna leave it alone. My bad. Go ahead. I was about to say that's that Christ that's burning in you, baby. That nigga eyes are red. He telling you open your damn eyes. It's time to open up. I'm here.
I'm about to go get my eyes red. Let me get off here, man. Y'all making me act a fool. But man, this was a great conversation. I always love when y'all come up. I'm gonna hopefully I have my sister on here tomorrow. We will rock out. Man, she was spitting some political science today. She know more about a lot of stuff than I do, so I'm excited to hear her give her perception about
I'm talking in the back chat tomorrow. I swear to God, if that let me shut up. Go ahead, work.
My sister, one of the people when she talk, like a lot of y'all, man, I listen to y'all when y'all talk. That's why I just be kicking back listening, man. I'm as much as I claim to be a teacher, I'm a student, man. I be learning from anybody who's willing to teach me, man.
But that's what makes the best teacher. That's what makes the best leader. The best leader gotta be the one that's willing to learn on the fly.
Mm-hmm. And my sister, like she, for her age, I like to say, yeah, I raised her. Yeah, I influenced. I like to say that, but that girl is special. She used to be doing trigonometry and crying because her boyfriend dumped her. And I'm like, telling me is this right? Like, I don't know what this shit is. I ain't seen all these damn numbers in a long time. You asking me this is right. Well, why you ask me, you smart motherfucker? Like, but she actually, her being in college, and she always come to me and just feel like, I guess like I'm her, I don't even know what to call it, but I give her confirmation. So she always kept me like learning. But when she got into psychology, I was like, oh baby, yeah, this is my shit right here.
Psychology.
Yeah, I thought she was going into biology. But she went into psychology. And she wanted to be a doctor. First she wanted to be a pediatrician. Then she wanted to be a behavior specialist. And then she settled for psychology and education. So she like go in schools and look at statistics and then observe and break down behavior and determine why the statistics looks like. She give an explanation from observing the statistics to the kids and the teacher's behavior and find a course of action to raise the stats. So yeah, she fucking. They tried to get her. She got offers to do a lot of different things, like for big businesses, like to look at like they use those type of psychologists in business a lot. So yeah, she bad with that like statistics. That's why when people be like, "Oh, the statistics say," like you don't know what the statistics say. That's why I be laughing. Like you don't know what group is it from? What was the area? Like I heard this dude giving statistics on black females with vaginal disease, right? Trying to prove that black females are nasty. And everybody was gaslit by him. They was all pissed off because he using these statistics, right? And that's what the statistics show. So I came on, I said, well, where was is it, first I asked him, I said, was it a controlled experiment? And he was like, what? Was it controlled? Meaning, where did these people volunteer? Or is these raw statistics from hospitals all over the United States? And if so, what was the group? What was the age group? Not only what was the age group, what was the demographic? Man, we start looking that shit up. 50% of the participants were from Africa, in low parts of Africa. What do you expect? The other half was from America and they was in urban cities. What do you expect? These are poverty areas. So you want to take people from impoverished areas and use their statistics to group a whole like
A whole genre.
yeah, a whole sector of women. Like where do
Mm.
you get that from? Just so you can prove that black women are nasty. Like no, people in impoverished areas have limited access to health care. So things happen naturally with women if they can't. These you talk about people in Africa, do they have stuff to even cleanse themselves? Women can get bacteria diseases from not cleaning themselves properly.
Mm-hmm.
So like this is what you gonna use this statistic to attack women? I'm gonna just show you how stupid you are. I ain't got to say nothing else. I'm gonna just show you. That's why I say these people don't want to play with me, man. Don't come with me with all that food salad and all that bullshit. That's why nobody be hitting the link fucking with me. I know people. I was sitting in the back chat for like 10 minutes. Like, okay, he ain't gonna let me up. He already know I'm gonna fire his ass up. That happened to me a couple times, but neither here or there. I'm gonna get on somebody's platform one day and embarrass them. So, about to get into the face paint, bro. I'm about to get into the role.
Okay.
Why so
I'm back.
serious? I'm going to sleep.
Wait till they get a load of him. Get out of here, word. Go to bed, man.
And I'm gonna just end it tonight, y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. I really do. Like I said, man, we moving forward. I'm only like 110 hours away from monetization, so we almost there again. We gonna have that merch coming, and I'm about to do something that y'all will see it when I present it. It's gonna take me a minute to put it together, but the first part should be coming soon, and it's gonna be shock value. That's all I gotta say. Here's Johnny. But
Later, y'all.
yeah, we check
Night.
y'all. Good night.